Hi, everyone. This is Kathy. Welcome to my channel, Kathy Manolin, Psychic Medium. Welcome to your weekend forecast for July 4th through July 6th. We're going to ask our spirit guides for our singles what is going on around you, what is coming towards you, if we have any new love coming or confirmation of maybe somebody that you have met. So this is for my singles. But if you're in a relationship and you're looking for some confirmation or what are their intentions, you may get some information from that as well. I will be using some initials. I have charms, and I have a bowl of charms today, and I have some initials. So we're going to be using those as well. So you may get confirmation with those. This is a collective love reading for any sign. Okay, any sign is welcome. And I'm glad that you were guided here. And then any sign of the person that you're thinking of as well. Okay, so take with you what connects to you, leave the rest for everybody else. And let's call in our spirit guides. Let's see what spirit has for you today. Spirit, please share with me for my weekend. What is it that you have for us? What is it that you want us to know at this time? I am listening for you now. Let's see what we have, everybody. 4th of July weekend, fireworks maybe, right? Get creative and excite your imagination with wonder. Okay, tuning into your own creativity. A little bit of a do-it-yourself project energy. Maybe we have some projects around the house that we want to do. Maybe we want to get the garden going. Maybe you want to decorate the house for a little party, for a barbecue or something like that. But it was more of a, I don't know, just kind of having fun, with your creativity. I mean, nothing major. You're not, taking out an easel and starting, an oil painting. It was more like I'm decorating for a barbecue, and it looks good. It's fun. Stop judging, start loving. Okay, of course you're not judging. The only thing that I would say there is the checklist that I always try to say, I understand you all have, you have things that you want, you have things that you kind of require in a relationship or in a person that you want to be with. But sometimes those checklists are so specific and nobody matches your checklist and you get disappointed. So kind of be more open to what spirit has for you, and maybe you'll be really surprised that I wasn't expecting this. And I have beautiful, I love this. I love snow globes. I don't know about you guys. I love snow globes. Your reality is a reflection of your inner world. You can see this, like what's going on inside of me. And it's true. It's what you're putting out into the universe, how you portray yourself. People can identify your energy. And there's a lot of people like myself where people will walk up to you and say, I just love your energy. I just love your personality. I love everything about you. So don't be shy, just let yourself shine, and whatever's on the inside, let it shine, let people see it, and don't be afraid to share it. Spirit just said, Spirit, please share with me loving energy that's around us. I have the sun. Okay, off to a good start. I have a magician. I have a justice card. Wow, big cards, guys. And I have a king of pentacles. I have to tell you, I feel that it could be both of you, but it definitely came into me as this is what I've been manifesting. And I'm not going to hold back. Like, you are the type of person that I've been manifesting. You're the type of person that I've been asking Spirit to bring to me. So they're using the word, it was almost like the wonder of it all is how it came into me. It was almost like I can't quite wrap my head around like how this stuff works sometimes, but I know that God puts people in front of you. I know that there's no coincidences. I know that the right person will come along. And I feel like when this happens, you kind of go through all of those things in your mind. Like there's no coincidences, you know, accept it and receive it when it comes. I just feel like you're just kind of, it's a miracle in a sense, right? It is. When you find the love you want, it is a miracle. And you could even be saying that, you know, like you're just an amazing blessing and a miracle, you know, however you want to say it. But it is the sense of there's no coincidences that we have found each other. There's no, I know we were meant to be. And I do feel that. Now, this person could turn into the real deal. I will say that. They could definitely turn into a lifetime together and a marriage, a spouse, somebody that I can see myself with for forever. And this person's very secure within themselves. So this came into me as like an offer. Okay, I'll take an offer, a night out. I want to take you out. My treat. They just said, okay. They say it right up front. You know, sometimes you don't know. Are we splitting it? Are we going Dutch? You know, and this person says, I want to take you out and it's my treat. So, you know, it's a date. You know, it's like, I know it's a date. I know it's not like, let's just hang out. It's a date. This person, you know, is going to take you somewhere nice and it's on them. So you know that you're not going to be uncomfortable when the check comes. Like, hey, you don't mind splitting this, do you? But, you know, it depends on, you know, what's going on. So sometimes those arrangements ahead of time are nice to know what you're getting into. But if somebody asked you out on a date, I would expect that they would pick up the tab anyways. That's the kind of, I guess, the Emily Post way, the etiquette way. So, but, you know, not everybody does it that way. I have a 5 of Cups. I have a 7 of Cups and Strength. Okay. So this is a feeling of, I hope I'm not disappointed again. It's more of a, every time I meet somebody, I get disappointed. I don't want to get my hopes up too high, Spirit just said. And I guess I would say that too. I want you to be excited about meeting somebody. I want you to be excited about going out with somebody. But don't project too far ahead. Let's just see how the date goes. Let's spend some time together. Let's see if we have a good time. Let's see if I like you, you like me. I'm attracted to you. Maybe we're not even attracted to each other. Or after one night, we're like, no, this isn't going to work, whatever it is. I have an 8 of Cups. So, you know, there's always that feeling of, there can be something else. I have a Death card and I have a 2 of Pentacles. So we do have a choice. So even if it's a date that you're not happy with, you're not locked in. It's a date. It's a, let's get together. But this person is got something to offer. So let's keep going with that. And I also feel that that Sun is, you know, Spirit's way of saying, hey, this is the beginning of something. So, but if it's not for you, it's not for you. That's okay too. You always have a choice. Just remember that you're not locked in just because you're going out to dinner with somebody, or you're going to meet somebody for drinks, or we're going to spend a little bit of time together this weekend. Let's see what they're saying. I have Rest. Okay. This is coming in as more of a, after a period of healing, okay, that I have taken the time to heal. I have taken the time to take care of myself. And I'm just waiting. Like if you look close, this image has their eye closed. And I'm just waiting to open my eyes. I'm just waiting to see what Spirit has for me. They keep going back to this energy. They keep saying to me, the wonder of it all. I'm not sure where that's coming from. I'm not sure why I'm getting that. I'm going to keep asking Spirit, but they've said it twice to me. But it's almost like I'm wondering where this is going to go, or I'm wondering why Spirit put this person in my life to begin with. So I'm just going to keep asking Spirit, like, why such a specific thing that they keep saying to me? Unless there's a bar out there called like the Wonder Bar, and that's where we're going to meet. Maybe that's our first date. Maybe there's something going on with that. You're wonderful. I have endurance. I love this card because there's this whole world going on underneath the ground. It's, what are these hands that are holding up the ground? What are these hands? Are they angels? Are they spirit guides? Are they ancestors? Are they a sense of history? What is this that's holding us up? And there's an incredible feeling. I'm going to use the word fate. I am, because I'm just getting so much energy around we're destined. They just said we're destined to meet. I'm getting so much energy today around there's no coincidences. We are supposed to meet. We are meant to be together. Like, I'm just getting like overload of that. Way more than I normally do. My whole body just tingled. Yeah, that's the message. The message is fate, destiny. Believe it. Believe it. Don't question it. Okay. I have self-care. I'm going to say the rest, the self-care. I've been taking care of myself. That's good. I have connecting. Okay. So this looks like two souls with one heart. It could be a twin flame connection. It could be, hey, if there's a twin flame out there and you're destined and your contract is that you're going to meet in this lifetime, nothing, no distance, no time, no anything is going to keep that apart. You hear these incredible stories about people meeting somebody from a foreign country and it's their twin flame, it's just crazy. So there's no coincidences why somebody's put in your life, the timing, the divine timing. But I'm going to say, I also like this feeling of, two hearts become one, because there's that sense of, I always like the feeling of, there's a you, there's a them, and there's an us. And when that us is sacred, that we guard the us, that the us is important, that nothing crosses the line to interfere with the us, like we take that as a unit, an identity in it itself. So as equal to either one of us. So there's definitely that feeling, two hearts become one. Wow. I have some anxiety. I've been stressed. I'm going to say a stressful week. I don't think I'm stressed over, I don't think I'm stressed over the connection, but it feels like a download. It just feels like somebody who probably has a stressful job. And maybe when we first start talking, this person's just like, you're not going to believe what happened to me this week. And, maybe that we just get kind of an earful about what's going on in their life. I'm not worried about it. I think that I like the fact that this person can be vulnerable with you and kind of open up to you. And I don't know, sometimes it's nice to get some things off your chest and just talk. A little bit of a feeling, though, I feel like this isn't the first conversation. I feel like we've either been talking on the phone, we've been messaging each other. This could be the first time we're meeting face to face. I would say that maybe because there's a sense of I know you. There's a sense of that, it's time to meet. Okay, I'm going to say finally meeting face to face. Maybe we've been going back and forth for a little while, and finally somebody says, yeah, let's go out and my treat, you know, but that also even implies like some kind of a casualness. So I'm going to say you've been going back and forth. Here's this movement. You know what it reminds me of? The gymnastic girls that have the ribbon. They're amazing, aren't they? Like jump with the ribbon. That ribbon like never stops, right? And it has this gorgeous movement. It is a feeling of, I don't know where this is going to go, but I'm kind of mesmerized by the movement. I'm mesmerized by what's going to happen next. I can't take my eye off of you. So there's a sense of mesmerized by you. There's a sense of where are we going and what's happening here. Maybe it feels surreal. I have structure, the houses. Maybe it feels surreal. Maybe you're so used to, I don't know, things are black and white. You can kind of predict things, which way they're going to go. And there's something about this connection that you can't predict. And there's a sense of there's something bigger going on here. This isn't a coincidence again. This is fate. This got to be destiny. It's just too weird of how we've met or how you've come into my life, something like that. But maybe you just feel like it's surreal. I get it. That it's really happening. You know, it was like, why is it surreal to me? Maybe because I waited for it for so long and now it's really happening, you know, that, and it's right in front of me and I'm talking to this person and this person's attracted to me, you know? So maybe that it's a sense of like an outer body experience. Like, this is what I've been manifesting and now it's here. Like, are you kidding me? A little bit of that, I have a moon. I have a 6 of Pentacles. I have a Fool, a 7 of Pentacles, and a Hierophant. And the Fool, of course, is jumping out at me. And I felt when I pulled the Moon and the 6 of Pentacles that it was like a conversation that went back and forth with, you know, what are your fears is how it came into me. And you know, one person says, you know, I don't know, I'm sick of being hurt. I'm sick of being ghosted. I'm sick of putting energy into people and wasting my time and it going nowhere. And the other person says, yeah, I'm sick of those things too. I keep meeting the wrong people. Like, you know, and, you know, it's kind of like going back and forth with, you know, either things that have happened to you or experiences and disappointments and saying, well, this is what I'm, you know, I guess that would be my fear, you know, is that I'm just in this cycle of things not working out for some reason. But I feel like you both are saying the same thing. And then the Fool's coming in and saying, yeah, but you know what? We have a chance. This is new. It's not us. It hasn't happened to us yet. And I'm still hopeful with that Hierophant and the 7 of Pentacles, where if we put in the time and the effort into this, there's no knowing where we're gonna go. And there's that wonder again. What the heck is going on with me today? So it's this wondering. Is this the person? Is this the person that's going to go somewhere? I have a Knight of Wands, an 8 of Pentacles. Yeah, there's this incredible sense. If I put in this time and effort into somebody, also this person putting a lot of effort into you, putting time and effort into you, and even putting money into you. The sense of I'm going to work hard to win your heart. I'm going to try extra hard. We had a King of Pentacles earlier. So this person could be, you know, very generous with the 6 of Pentacles and Eight of Pentacles. I work hard, but I love to share. Okay. You know, I'm not greedy. I'm not stingy. You know, I love to share. I like to treat. I think the right thing to do is to take somebody out and to treat them. I don't expect to have somebody else pick up the tab. I would never allow it. You know, there's certain people out there that they would never let you pick up the tab. So I feel like this is one of them. I feel like this is like, even when you're with this person for years down the road, I don't know if you'll ever pick up the tab. It's more like a honor thing to me. It's just like the respectable thing to do. So Spirit, some loving messages. I want to do things the right way. I'm ready to invest some time. I am. I'm really excited to see where this goes. My actions show you my feelings. I want to spend time with you. I want to treat you right. I want to take you out. I want to spend time with you. Let me in. I promise I won't hurt you. What are your greatest fears? And you admit that every time I start something with somebody and I think it's going right, and then all of a sudden somebody says, this isn't what I want. I thought it was going to be something different. I guess I feel like we're both admitting I'm sick of starting over, if that makes sense. I feel like we're both admitting that we're tired of what you have to go through to find the person. Maybe that's what we connect on. You know, maybe we feel like then this is fated, because that is the one thing that we have definitely in common. We're just both tired of you know, kind of the search. Let's travel together. Let's travel this lifetime together. I'm going to say, let's give this a chance. There's this incredible sense of let's give this a chance. So I do like that. Okay, let's get some initials. Some of you may confirm that this is somebody that you are talking to. You may get your initials, their initials, names, something like that. But we'll get a handful and we'll spread them out. I probably gave you too many, but I guess I'd rather you have more than not enough. How's that? Maybe we'll spell a whole name. Maybe you've got enough letters to spell a whole name. That would be great. I have an I. I have another I. O. The letter R. I have an M. G. K. I have an E. E. A. I definitely have too many letters. E. And I have V. You're going to be able to spell whole names. J. N. R. F. I. F. The letter A. I have an E. I have an H. D. A. A lot of A's. A lot of A's. E. Another A. I have an M. Another A. H. R. K. And I have a letter L. So some of you, I'm going to go zoom in a little bit. Let's see. Some of you may be able to spell your name or their name or both, because we have so many letters today. And I do like to use the duplicate letters, because sometimes a name has, or even initials, like it's AA, you know, or EE, or the initials. So, so I do, that's why I do duplicates in my readings, because they could have meaning to somebody. Okay, so there you go. You got lots of letters today. So we are going to see what connects to you guys. Let me know. I always like to know if they anything jumped out at you, or we actually spelled somebody's name. It's always fun. Spirit, tell me more about this connection. Tell me any evidence, any clues, anything that you want me to know. I have ginger hair. Okay, somebody may have strawberry blonde hair, red highlights even, you know, like in the sun, if you look at them, like sometimes people have like a brown hair, but it has like red highlights in it. You know, they'd have a lot of red in it. I have extroverted. I want to have a good time. Let's go out. And I'm heading into 4th of July weekend. So there's kind of a party feel. Okay. There was this kind of creativity in the beginning, like a party planning energy. So there is a sense of going somewhere. Maybe we're going to go see the fireworks. Go out to dinner and see the fireworks. Watch the fireworks. It was almost like watch the fireworks over the bay, you know, like the fireworks get shot out over the water. And I'm watching the fireworks. I have an introvert. So one of you is more quiet. One could be a little bit more outgoing. That's okay. I have an adventure. I love nature. I want to be outside. What do you like to do? I like to kayak. I like to canoe. I like to hike. I like to go for walks. I like to, they're saying winter sports. So you could live somewhere where people do winter sports, snowmobiling, skiing, snowboarding. So you could live somewhere cross-country skiing. So you could live somewhere where there's lots of winter sports as well. I have piercing. Okay, maybe I have a piercing somewhere. One of you. I have cheeky. Somebody's funny. Somebody has a good sense of humor. I have spiritual work. I've been working on myself. We had a lot of healing energy earlier. I have I'm sensitive. Okay, so we could have somebody who is more introverted, more sensitive, more of a spiritual worker, and then somebody who's more of a King of Pentacles, outgoing. I do feel like I want to say party animal, but not in the sense that they're like out drinking and passing out, but having a good time. Like they could enjoy crowds of people. They could enjoy interacting with strangers, you know, the person who likes to walk into a room of people they don't know and have a good time, you know, so that's definitely an extrovert. I have loyal. Good. I want loyal. Thank you. Dark hair. Got some dark hair, brunette hair, dark eyes coming in. I have trustworthy. I've got I love your smile. I have a very short haircut, almost like a buzz cut or a military cut, something like that. I have, excuse me, I have braids. Okay. I like that. I'm a writer. I don't know if I'm a writer as much as I write to you often. So we could be doing, I think that there has been a lot of communication back and forth and before a meeting. So I'm going to say that. I'm going to say it that way. I have jewelry. I love my jewelry. The rings on the fingers are jumping out. It could be a person who wears a lot of rings. Some people wear a lot of bracelets. Some people wear multiple necklaces at the same time. But somebody who has like rings on, not just on one finger, but multiple, they love their rings. They have multiple rings. They never take them off, something like that. And I have a tendency to get jealous. So I don't think it's a problem. I think it's something that they're aware of that they have to watch because I don't know. It's not some. I don't even know if I want to say jealous because I think they know it about it themselves, but I think they put it in the category of they tend to be more protective. You know, so if you're out somewhere and you're sitting by yourself and your person walks away and they're talking to somebody and they see somebody approach you just to be friendly and just to talk, they would probably walk back over and just see what was going on, you know, just to not to intimidate that person, but just to make sure that you're okay. So it felt more protective than anything. Spirit, please share with me. I have orange bloom. Positivity attracts blessings. And they had said this was a blessing in the beginning. Joy, confidence, and motivation. I like the oranges for some reason. Orange color to me is warmth, right? It's courage. It is sensitivity, and for some people, it's comfort. It's like a comfort zone energy to me. So there's something going on with that. I feel confident. Good. Wealth magnet. Money is attracted to you. Abundance. I'm grateful. This person or you could be very successful, or you both could be very successful. And I don't know, maybe you guys make a great team. Maybe money isn't going to be an issue between the two of you. You both have great jobs. You both have, you're financially stable. But you're both able to, I'm going to say one in particular, I feel like there are people for whatever reason that they just, they have the ability to make money. They just, and a lot of those types of people have multiple streams of income. So this person could have, they have a job, but they've got something on the side. They've got investments. They've got this, they've got that. And they just are always having money coming in, so your person could be something like that. I have a sacred path. A choice must be made, a direction, following your path. Now, there was this beautiful overall energy that I keep talking about in this particular reading, that we feel like it's fated. We feel that this is bigger than us. There's no coincidences. We keep saying that. Spirit has shared with me multiple times, like the wonder of it all. Like we're trying to wrap our head around it because it feels surreal at times. Bottom of the deck. I'm sorry. I just saw this out of my eye. Threads of fate. Weaving your own destiny, timing, design, and persistence. Is it your turn? Is it your time? Is it divine timing at its finest, that everything kind of all lines up all at the same time to make something happen? I'm going to say that's probably what's going on, and that's probably what you can't wrap your head around. Let's see what sign they may be. Spirit, what sign are they? I could have a Libra. I have a Capricorn. They could be your sign, their sign, sun, moon, rising. Aquarius, Aries, or a Leo energy. So we'll take those as well. Spirit, anything else you want me to know about this connection? It's happening now. They just said, okay, I'll take it's happening now. The timing is now. Okay, so I will take that. Thank you, Spirit. I have a romance. Commitment, moving to the next level, loyalty, future planning, deeply in love, and a fated meeting. Okay, word of the day. What's my word of the day, everybody? Put it in the comments. Fated meeting. Boy, sometimes it's the messages are so crystal clear that you can't deny it. You can't deny that is what Spirit's letting you know. It's happening now. It's a fated meeting. It's fate. It's destiny. Here we are. I mean, my God, here it is. New home, new apartment, new living, new furniture, new home arrangement. I'm going to live with you. We're going to buy a home together. I want to be with you. Gorgeous. Social media. We meet on social media, online dating, finding an old friend. Somehow we bump into each other. What are the chances? There's a little bit of a I can't believe how we met. I will say that. Maybe, you know, it was kind of random to meet this person on social media, or somebody did a search for you from knowing you from years ago, or they saw that you popped up as a friend on another friend's page, or as somebody that you guys could be friends with, and you started to talk. How do you know that person? We have a friend in common. You know, so it's just this kind of like, it's amazing. It's amazing how God works energy. I do feel that way. And the bottom of the deck, I have a new hobby, healthy habits. Healthy habits, physical fit, artistic, a new social group, and a way to relieve anxiety. So this person could be opening up some doors into some things that you've never done before. And I think that that's always fun. You meet somebody new and they do something that you've never even done before. And you're like, okay, I'll learn how to play golf. You know, I've never hit a golf ball before, but you know, you want to go to the driving range? That sounds like fun. You know, it's something that maybe you've never done before. And because you're exploring, Spirit just said, you're exploring, you're getting to know each other, you're trying new things, they just said. So you're interested in what they do and they're interested in what you do, which is nice. Let's get some charms. Let's see what the charms are saying. So we're going to do a scoop. Maybe we'll get some other clues that connect you to somebody that you're thinking of. So let me just go over here and see what they're saying. Some numbers jumping out here. All right, this is a Taurus. Okay. I have a letter R. Okay. I have a number 5. 5 days. July 5th. That's this weekend. Here's the 6. Okay. So July 5th and 6th. It's happening. July 5th and 6th. That's our weekend. Thank you, Spirit. I have a 5-5. So that could be an age. Could be May. Okay. I have this like Cinderella's magic wand, but remember when I had the ribbon feeling and I felt like I was mesmerized by you. So it's almost like you put a spell on me. You know, you waved your magic wand over me and like, you know, now I'm seeing stars and, you know, like, what have you done to me? Energy. I have a hot air balloon. I'm definitely looking at this from a big picture. I am. I'm looking at it from a spiritual angle. I'm looking at it from, I can't wrap my head around, out of all the people that I've met, how I met you, how our paths crossed, that I met you now. I'm definitely looking for a deeper meaning as to why this person's been put in my life. So I would say that. I have a paw, so I have a dog, and I feel like I can't wait to meet this dog. Like I have another, is this another paw? Maybe I have 2 dogs. One's bigger than the other. They're like one's got a big paw, one's got a little paw. I just can't wait to meet them. Maybe we have done some video chats or something like that, and you know, you point the camera at the animals, and you know, like as an introduction. So part of me feels like I can't wait to meet them, you know, because they're a big part of your life. So that feels good. I have a star. Here's my stars lining up. Here's my stars lining up. Okay, definitely sending pictures. I think that we're both sending pictures. I think that we are taking snapshots, sending them over. It just feels like part of communication. I don't feel like they're naughty pictures or anything like that. I feel like it's, you know, here's pictures of my dogs. Here's pictures of my backyard. You know, here's a picture of I just went out to eat, and here's a picture of my food. You know, so it's you know, just kind of communication things. I have crown. I'm going to put that with the wand, you know, like I'm just treating you like a princess. I feel like you're a princess. I have a key to my heart. I'm going to put that together. And here's another star. So I do feel that I've got a couple of keys, you know, definitely this kind of starry-eyed energy, you know, like I'm seeing stars. I'm definitely starry-eyed. I'm definitely living in kind of a fantasy world right now, and that's okay. That's all good. I have a cross, and I'm going to say that we have a conversation about what we believe. I will say that. We could believe in the same thing. We could believe in this raised similar belief system. But I think we both believe in some kind of higher power, whatever we call it. But I feel like we definitely both believe in the universe, a spirit, God, you know, so I do think that we're both spiritual. So that feels nice. I have a little footprint. It's coming into me as a baby on the way, but it's not your baby. It could be a sibling. It could be a sibling, could be a niece or a nephew. It could be somebody connected to our family that's, you know, another family member. But I don't know, it just feels like a conversation, or somebody just had a baby. You know, my sister just had a baby, and, you know, I'm so excited, and, you know, something like that. I've got glasses, so I do feel like somebody wears glasses. They're sharing that they primarily wear contact lenses, but they take their contacts out when they get home just to rest their eyes, and then they wear, you know, just eyeglasses the rest of the time. But when they're out and at work, they primarily wear contacts. So I feel like they go back and forth. I do have a snowflake, and there was that feeling of winter sports. So maybe this person likes the winter. Maybe this person doesn't mind snow, deals with it, grew up with it. You know, it doesn't bother me. I have a dinosaur, and I'm asking spirit. The word they shared with me was old-fashioned, and I guess I want to go back to that, my tree, and this person picking up the tab, and they wouldn't think of it any other way. So is that old-fashioned, or is that etiquette? But maybe it's, you know, they see themselves as, no, I do things the old-fashioned way. You know, I want to take you out, something like that. And then I have a seahorse, and I don't know if it's true or not, but I like the story that seahorses tie their tails together at night so they don't float away from each other because they're soulmates. And I just thought that was always so cute. So I don't know if it's true or not. I don't know where I heard it, but I hold on to it because I want it to be true. If it isn't, then it's true in my mind. So those are your charms, and they're nice. They're nice. I like the 5 and the 6. I like the dog paws. I can't wait to meet your dogs. You know, there's a lot I like. Okay, let's see. Spirit, some final messages. So we're heading into the weekend. I mean, this feeling of I'm mesmerized by you, 2 hearts becoming one. I feel the only thing that's we're just having a hard time wrapping our head around it, that we both feel the same way, that it feels too good to be true, but it is true, and that's okay. I'm glad that you both are going to feel the same way. I have a 10 of Pentacles. Yeah, there's an incredible sense of abundance in this connection. You probably both have good jobs. You probably both have the ability to create wealth and put that together. King of Pentacles again. Yeah, there's who is this wealthy king that is fated? You know, fated to meet, right? Fated to meet a wealthy king. You know, who is this wealthy king? And, you know, I hope it's here. They said it's happening now. I have a 4 swords. So you've done, that feels like you've done some work. I have an Ace of Wands, very attracted to you. You're very attracted to them. It also felt like a little bit of butterflies, like this person makes you nervous. I feel that one person is definitely shyer than the other. So I could see where somebody who, if somebody's very outgoing and the other person tends to be a little bit shyer, I could see where I'd be more nervous. Doesn't mean this person's intimidating you, but you just want them to like you. You just want them to, you know, everything to go well, or to, I don't know, for it to be, I can see where you'd be nervous. It's okay. I have a 3 of Pentacles. I have a Lover's card. Thank you, Spirit. I have an Ace of Swords. And I have an 8 of Swords. They're saying nothing is holding you back from this love, that both of you have the ability to be in this connection. There's nothing physically holding you back. If you have any strings attached to something else, then that's something you have to think about. But there's nothing physically holding you back, is how I feel. And I feel like it is a soul connection. And I feel that they are Knight of Coins. Yeah, they're the Queen of Coins. There's a lot of, maybe they're just letting you know, and not so much wealth as stability. Let's use that word. That maybe you want to be with somebody that just is stable. Maybe that's something that you struggled with. You had somebody that they just couldn't get their act together. They couldn't hold a job. They can't pay their bills. They are a grown person and they don't own a home, you know? So it's maybe Spirit's just letting you know that whoever they're bringing into your life is much more stable than anything you've had in the past. And maybe that's just something you've been asking for, because they had said that whatever you've been manifesting, this is what they're trying to bring you. But I'm going to go with stability. I am. I feel like there's this sense of, I think Spirit really wants you to know that today. So we will take that. Spirit, loving messages. What is it you need us to know? Destiny will help us find each other. Okay, word of the day. Destiny, fate. This reading is all about you meeting the right person at the right time. I should have told you how I felt when I had a chance. That could be somebody from your past, but you're the one that got away. Probably. I can't deny that you are my soulmate. So did Spirit remove somebody from your life to allow an energy to come into your life that's meant to be? And is that what's amazing about this connection? You will always be in my heart. I feel like I want to say I will love you forever, you know, very easily. Very easily. I've never felt a bond as strong as ours. I feel like you will both know in a very short period of time that this is bigger than us. This is better than anything we've ever had. Do I keep saying the word wonder today? I often wonder to myself if it's too late. It's never too late to love. Spirit has shared with me at least 3 times in this reading something about I wonder, the wonder of it. If this is what you've been asking for, if this is what you've been manifesting, I feel like that is what Spirit's letting you know. They said it's happening now. It's never too late. It's never too late to be with the person you're supposed to be with. So, I have to tell you, there's, you know, I know how my world works. And when I see things consistently coming in and I see the same message, boom, 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 like that, then that's the message. It's pretty clear. Fate, destiny has arrived. We're going to put this out into the universe. I want to thank Spirit for these messages today. Wow. That was a good one. I hope you enjoyed your reading. If you did, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. I'd love for you to be here. Comment below, claim it, own it, it's yours. Word of the day, fate. If you'd like to book a private reading with me, please check out my website, kathymamelinpsychicmedium.com. Also, check out my other 2 YouTube channels, please. I have a Picket Card channel and I have a Twin Flame YouTube channel for more no contacts readings over there. And there are different readings that are on this channel. So there may be some readings that you enjoy over there. I hope you enjoyed today's reading. It was a good one. And I'm so grateful always for messages from Spirit. So grateful for you being here and your love and your support of my channel and my gift. And I want you to have a great, safe, happy 4th of July weekend. And we will see you all again real soon.